Okay, guys, today we'll be going over sales tax and income tax. Let's cover some definitions real quick before we begin. Definitions. A sales tax is a percentage of money collected by a store/retailer in addition to a good or service that was purchased for the local government as required by law. A sales tax is set by the local government, your state, local, or county, and the money stays within those systems. Okay, guys. Sales tax is pretty much just money that will go to your government to pay for things like your roads or anything like that. Pretty much when you walk into a store and let's say you're going to go buy a candy bar for $2 and you see this price is $2, but when you go to the register, you get charged something like $2.16. Well, that 16 cents was the tax that was added onto that candy bar that needs to go to those governments. That way you understand when you just go to the register, you will have to pay a little bit more than what you're thinking you might have to pay sometimes. Okay. Your earned wages is the amount an individual earns over a given period. Okay, it's just like your paycheck. Your earned wages could be monthly, they could be weekly, and etc. Just depending on what time period they're asking for. Just the amount of money that you earn. And income tax, a percentage of money paid on the earned wages of an individual or business for the federal and or state governments as required by law. So this is just the tax that's added to your paycheck, pretty much your earned wages. We get charged federal taxes, and luckily for us in the state of Texas, our state government does not charge us income tax on our paychecks or our earned income. All right, guys, in order to save time and make sure this video wasn't too long, I have some sample problems here, but I went ahead and just wrote them out rather than me working them out right now. But I will be working out some problems and some sample problems. But if you get it from these three that I'm about to give you, you can probably cut off this video and move on and work on your assignment. But if you need some more examples, I will be working some out. After viewing the table below, you decide to order 2 cheeseburgers, 3 orders of fries, and 2 drinks. What will the total of the order including sales tax if the sales tax is 8.25%? Well, the first thing we need to do is find our subtotal of all the items that we're buying. So we need to find the cost of the 2 cheeseburgers, 3 fries, and the 2 drinks. In order to do that, we take our 2 cheeseburgers, or the price of our 2 cheeseburgers, $6.29, and multiply it by 2. So 2 cheeseburgers cost me $13.58. For 3 fries, we take the cost of fries, which is $2.29, and multiply it to the 3 orders. So the fries will cost me $6.87 for all 3 orders. And lastly, for the 2 drinks, take the price of drinks, $1.99, times 2 for 2 of them, and it's $3.98. So now we'll need to find the subtotal. To find the sum total, we'll just add up what we found for 2 cheeseburgers plus 3 fries and 2 drinks. Once again, just add those numbers up. And so 2 cheeseburgers plus our 3 fries plus our 2 drinks will be $24.43. Well, once again, the question asks what will be the total after the sales tax is applied. So now we need to find out the sales tax, how much the sales tax will be. In order to find that, we take our cost of goods of $22.43 and we multiply it by our tax rate of 8.65%. Of course, we got to convert that 8.65 to a decimal we can deal with. So either move that decimal 2 positions to the left, or just divide 8.65 divided by 100, which you'll get as 0.08. Ooh, I messed up there. It should be 65. But that number. All right, guys, let me make a quick fix here. Well, I will tell you guys, I messed up right there with that too. But I did multiply by 0.0865. And when you multiply by 0.0865, you will get $2.02. All right, guys, I know that things look a little bit different, but I just paused the video and corrected my error real quick. So once again, we were on the sales tax. we had at $22.43, and we multiply it to the tax rate of 8.65%, or 0.0865, and we multiply those two numbers together, we get $2.02. Well, to finish our question, they asked for the total amount of the goods plus the sales tax. So we'll just add those two numbers together. So the cost of our goods, $24.43, plus our sales tax of $2.02, and we get $26.45. That'll be the total cost of the items with the sales tax. That's what we will be paying at the register. Okay, moving on. We got an architect has an earned income of $162,023. The income tax the architect has to pay is 7.84%. That is a fixed rate. So what is the amount of income tax in dollars and cents that the architect must pay? Well, in this problem, in order to get our answer, all we got to do is take his earned income and multiply it to the income tax rate. So we'll take our earned income of $162,024 and multiply it to the tax rate of 7.84%. Once again, just take that decimal and move it 2 times to the left, or take 7.84 and divide it by 100, and you get 0.0784. Now when we multiply those two numbers together, we get $12,702.68. The question did ask just what is the amount of income tax? Well, that is exactly what we just found, the income tax. So he will pay $12,702.68 in income tax. Last example, and bear with me, this does take some explaining, but it says use the taxable income brackets and rates table from the Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, to answer the question below. Here's our bracket. We got single filers here, married filers in the third column, and in the fourth column, the head of households. Of course, in our first column is the tax rate. All right. Bonnie and Hank are married and need to file their federal income taxes. Bonnie earned $55,893.93, and Hank earned $46,213.67 in 2014. How much money will Bonnie and Hank owe in federal income tax if they are filing jointly and have no deductions? So since they are married and filing jointly, we will be looking at the married joint filers column. Now here's the hard part. All their taxes, or their money that they earn, gets taxed at a different rate. So for example, from $0 to $18,150, they're only going to get charged at the 10% tax rate. And then from their $18,151 to $73,800, they're going to charge at 15%, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you get charged at different rates per your dollar. It makes it a little bit more complicated because you can't just look and say, oh, we're going to multiply the whole income by one rate. Everything gets charged at a different rate. So that's what makes this problem a little more complicated. But first, let us determine how much Bonnie and Hank make together and earn in their earned income. So of course, we'll just add it up together, and Bonnie's income plus Hank's income, we come up with $102,107.60. Okay, so according to the bracket, we're going to go all the way to the 25% rate, between $72,801 to $148,850, because the number $102,107 falls between those two numbers right there. All right, like I was saying previously, now we need to tax each dollar at a different rate. So, in order to do that, look at the income here. We'll go $18,150 minus 0, of course, $18,150. So $18,150 of their dollars will be charged at 10%, according to the bracket up at the top. So $18,150 times 10% is $1,815. So for the first $18,150, they're going to be charged $1,815 of taxes. Now, if you look at the second part, between $18,151 to $73,800, they're going to be charged 15%. So of course they did make more than that, so we'll take their amount from $73,800 minus $18,151. we'll take that $55,649 and multiply it to 15%. In this case, they're going to pay $8,347 of income tax for that amount of money. And lastly, they did make up to $102,107.60. So that did fall under the 25% rate because it is between $72,801 and $148,850. So we're going to take their total amount that they made and subtract out that $73,801, and of course you get $28,307. So $28,307 of their dollars is going to be charged at a 25% tax rate. So of course when we take $28,307 times 25%, or 0.25, we get $7,077. So altogether, they have to pay federal income tax of $1,815 for the 10% rate, $8,347 at the 15% tax rate, and $7,077 at the 25% tax rate. When you add all those numbers up together, you get $17,239. That is what they will be paying in income tax. All right, guys. Let us look at some sample problems. I know that one was a little hard. I have one more like this, but just come back and follow along. I do need y'all to understand that, and it's and I know you might not get it at first, but it might be something that you need to try to understand the best that you can. That each amount of money gets taxed at a different rate, and it's a better thing because let's say if they took the whole amount of $102,108 and charged it at 25%. It's easier math, but the amount of money that they would owe would be a whole lot more. So at the end, it's a lot better for you. Okay. Let us look at some sample problems. Okay, first one that we show, just like we had before, the 2014 taxable income brackets and rates table from the IRS is shown below. And here's a table. Based on the table, determine how much income tax Justin owed in 2014 if he filed a single and earned a total of $10,200 working after school. Round your answer to the nearest dollar. Well, he is single, so we're looking at the second column, and we're going to take his money and look between $0 and $9,075, which he did make more than that, but up to $9,075, he's going to charge it 10%. His other amount, $10,200, lies between the numbers $9,076 and $36,900. So the remaining that's left, he'll be charged at 15%. Let's do some math here. Well, I think all I need is the table. Make sure I grab it. 1 second, guys. Boom. I think that's what I need, just the numbers. Okay. Alrighty. So once again, we are going to have to see that from 9,075 minus 0, of course, is $9,075. Okay, I just took the 9,075 up here and subtracted from this number over here. Okay, well, of course, that's going to be charged at 10%. So I'm going to take 9,075 times 10%, or 0.10 or 0.1. It's the same thing as 10%. And of course, 0 times 5 is 0, and 0, 0, 0. Everything's just, any number times 0 is a 0, so 0 times 7 is 0, 0 times 0, 0, 0 times 9 is 0. Moving on to the next number, so we got a placeholder of 0. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 9 is 9. No decimals here, but we do have 2 here. That'll come into play in a second after we add up these numbers. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 7 is 7. 0 plus 0 is 0. And, of course, 9 is just 9. We're going to take our decimal. Once again, just found 2 decimal spots, so we're going to move it to 1, 2. So at the 10% rate, he's going to pay $907.50. All right, for the rest of his money, he just got up to $10,200. So we look at the 15% rate. Well, we don't want to go all the way to $36,900. We just want to charge what he's got left from $10,200 minus the $9,076. So $10,200 minus $9,000.76. So real quick, I'm going to line those numbers up. So 0 minus 6 I need to borrow from him. Get a 10, borrow from that 10, right here. So 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 7 is 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. 0 minus 9 so I need to borrow. And 10 minus 9 is 1. So $1,124 will be charged at that 15% rate. So 1,124 times 0.15. Same thing as 15%. And that will equal, well, 5 times 4 is 20. Carry the 2. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. Carry the 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus that 1 is 6. And 5 times 1 is 5. Moving on to the next number, we need to add a placeholder, so put a 0 down. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. And 1 times 1 is 1. Adding up those numbers, we get 0 plus 0 is 0. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 5 plus 1 is 6. And of course, just bring down the 1. No decimal places here, but we got 2 here. So 1, 2. So at the 15% rate, he'll get charged $168.60. So to find the total amount of federal tax he'll pay, we need to add up the 10% rate plus that 15% rate. So adding it up, 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 5 is 11. Bring the 1 up. Go ahead and put the decimal down. Keep it all lined up. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. And 1 plus 9 is 10. So he will get charged $1,076.10 for federal income. Okay, I'll clear these out real quick. So once again, let's see what the question asks. It asks, based on the table, determine how much income tax Justin owed in 2014. So we did find that. It was $1,076.10. Okay, moving on. The table below shows the federal income tax rate for wages earned for married couples. The Rodriguez family earned $115,500 last year. How much did they pay in income tax? Well, this one's a little bit easier because they just give us a fixed rate. We don't have to go off a tax table. So we just need to find the two numbers that lie between the $115,500, which we look here is this one, the $73,001 to $148,850. So we're going to take their $115,500 and multiply it to 25%. One second, pulling it up. So once again, 115,500 times 25%, or 0.25, which once again is the same thing as saying 25%. Once again, to convert a percentage, you just drop the percentage, add a decimal, and move the decimal 2 times over, or take 25 divided by 100. Sorry. My hand is my screen is very sensitive to my hand on this. Okay. So 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the 2. 5 times 5 is 25. Plus that 2 is 27. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. And 5 times 1 is 5. Okay, moving on to the next number. So placeholder of 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. And 2 times 1 is 2. So let's add up those numbers. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 0 is 5. 7 plus 0 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. And of course, just bring the 2 down. No decimals, but we got 2 right here. A decimal 2 numbers after. So we're going to take it in 1, 2. So it looks like the Rodriguez family will be paying $28,875 in their income. So there's our answer right there. $28,875, 0 cents if you want to put it. All right. I'm just going to look at the next question, guys, but it's pretty much the same thing. Walter accepted a new job with an annual salary of $47,500. How much can he expect to earn after paying income taxes? Okay, well, this one is a little bit different, because this one's just not asking how much taxes. This one's asking how much he'll earn. So we're going to have to find out how much he'll pay in taxes, and then subtract out what he pays in taxes. So once again, 47,500. We need to see where that number lies in between, which 2 numbers up here in this chart. Of course, that lies between that 36,901 and 89,350. So it's going to be charged at 25%. So taking our 47,500 and multiplying it to 25%, or 0.25. Five times 0 is 0. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 2 is 37. And 5 times 4 is 20, plus 3 is 23. Move on to the next number, so we need to add a placeholder. 2 times 0, 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 5 is 10, so carry over the 1. 2 times 7 is 14, plus that 1 is 15. Carry over the 1. 2 times 4 is 8, plus that 1 is 9. Adding up our numbers. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 5 plus 0 is 5, 7 plus 0 is 7, 3 plus 5 is 8, and 2 plus 9 is 11. Once again, we see no decimals here, but we do see 2 right here. 2 numbers after the decimal, so 1, 2. So it looks like he'll be paying $11,875 in federal income tax. Well, once again, it asks for how much can he expect to earn after paying taxes. So now when you take his total amount that he earned, $47,500, and subtract out the $11,875 he'll be paying in taxes. So of course you can't take 0 minus 5, so we need to borrow. We need to go all the way to the hundreds place. Borrow from him. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 7 is 2. 4 minus 8, we can't do that since 8 is bigger than 4, so we're going to borrow from the 7. Then we take 14 minus 8, and we get 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. And lastly, 4 minus 1 is 3. So he could expect to make about $35,625 after he pays the income taxes. So there's our answer right there. All right, next problem. A doctor has an annual income of $152,125. The income tax the doctor has to pay is 6%. What is the amount of income tax in dollars and cents that the doctor has to pay? So we're just trying to find the income tax. So in order to find that, we just take the $152,000 and multiply it to 6%. So $152,125 times 0.06 or 6%. All right, well, and let that thing go away. Sorry about that, guys. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 2 is 12, plus that 3 is 15. Carry the 1 over. 6 times 1 is 6, plus that 1 is 7. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 5 is 30, plus that 1 is 31. And 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Okay. And we can see that we only have 2 decimal places, or 2 numbers after a decimal place, because there's none here. But there are 2 here, so we're going to move it over. 1, 2. So it looks like he'll be paying $9,127.50 in taxes. All right, guys, bear with me here. Oops. Where did I go? Right there. So there's our answer right there. All right, next question. Casey wants to buy a pair of shoes for $26.50 and a shirt for $9.50. If the sales tax rate is 8.25%, what will be the amount of sales tax on Casey's purchase? So we're just trying to find the sales tax. Okay. But of course, she's buying 2 different things, the shoes and the shirt. So we'll need to find the subtotal of the 2 items together. Okay, so first thing we need to do, of course, is add up the pair of shoes of $26.50 and added to 950. Well, 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1 over. I'm going to put that decimal down. 1 plus 6 is 7, and 7 plus 9 is 16. Carry the 1 over, and 1 plus 2 is 3. So her subtotal is $36. So now we'll take the subtotal of $36 and multiply it to that 8.25% or 0.0825. Once again, that's the same thing as 8.25%. So 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. All right, moving on to the next number, so we need a placeholder. 2 times 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Moving on to the next number, so now we need 2 placeholders. 8 times 6 is 48. Bring over the 4. And 8 times 3 is 24, plus 4 is 28. And of course, we don't need to multiply by the 0 because it's just going to give us a bunch of zeros and we'll get the same answer anyways. So add this all up. Adding 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 2 is 10. Let's bring the 1 over. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 7 is 9. And 9 plus 8 is 17. 1 plus 8 is 9. And lastly, just bring the 2 down. We can see we have no digits after the decimal here. But we do have 4 here, so let's move this over 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like she'll be paying $2.97 in sales tax. All right. So once again, well, let me grab it. There we go. $2.97 in sales tax. Okay. Moving on. All right, so we see Kevin is an employee at Good Deal Electronics. The electricity is not working one day after a thunderstorm, but Kevin still has to charge customers for their purchases. He writes up the following sales ticket by hand. The wireless router is $89, the Ethernet cable is $15, and the wire cutters are $6. So, of course, we need to find the subtotal. The tax is at 8.25%, and we need to find the total the customer will be charged. And like it says, how much should Kevin charge the customer for their total? Okay. This is the information I need. Let's go over here. Once again, find the subtotal of the wireless router, Ethernet cable, and wire cutters. So we'll take 89 plus $15 plus the 6. We find that 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 plus 6 is 20, so 0. Carry over the 2. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11, so $110. So the subtotal is 110. $110, 0 cents. We don't have to have the cents right now because it's 0, but if you want to, go ahead. Once again, we're going to multiply that to the tax rate of 0.0825. Once again, same thing as 8.25%. So 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 1 is 5. Moving on to the next number, so we need a placeholder. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Moving on to the next number, so we need 2 placeholders. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 1 is 1. 8 times 1 is 8. And 8 times 1 is 8. Once again, we don't need to multiply by that 0 because we'll just get the same answer anyways. Adding up all those zeros together, we get 0. 5 plus 0 plus 0 is 5. 5 plus 2 plus 0 is 7. And 2 plus 8 is 10. Carry over the 1. And 1 plus 8 is 9. Once again, no decimals here, but we got 4 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, we need to round to the nearest penny. So $9, 7 is a penny. But looking to the right, it's a 5, so we need to round up to $9.08. That will be his tax. So the customer will pay the subtotal of $110 plus the taxes of $9.08. So the customer will need to pay, well, 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 0 is 0. Bring the decimal down. 0 plus 9 is 9. And of course, just bring the 1 down and the 1 down. So the customer will have to pay $119.08. So there's our answer right there. It will not let me grab. But there's our answer right there. Oh, there we go. $119.08. All right, almost done, guys. Next thing. Julia goes clothes shopping and purchases several items from her favorite store. She buys 2 shirts, each price is $16, a pair of jeans for $40, and a skirt for $25. The city where she is shopping imposes an 8.5% sales tax. What is the total amount Julie will pay for the purchase, including tax? So we first need to find the subtotal of the 2 shirts, the jeans, and the skirt. Okay. That way I don't forget. Let's take it over here. So once again, she buys 2 shirts. Each price is $16, or 16 times 2 for 2 shirts. 6 times 2 is 12. Carry the 1 over. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So she's going to pay $32 in the shirts. So $32. Then she buys just 1 pair of jeans for $40, so she's going to add $40 to her subtotal. And then she buys a skirt, just one of them, for $25. And that's all that she buys. So we'll add up that and we'll get her subtotal. 2 plus 5 is 7. 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 2 is 9. So $97 is her subtotal. Well, now, let's find out how much tax she has to pay. So we'll take 97 times her sales tax rate, which is 0.085, or, once again, 8.5%. So 5 times 7 is 35. Carry over 3. 5 times 9 is 45. Plus that 3 is 48. Moving on to the next number, so we need a placeholder. 8 times 7 is 56. Carry over the 5. 8 times 9 is 72. Plus that 5 is 77. And once again, don't need to multiply by that 0. But 5 plus 0 is 5. 8 plus 6 is 14. Get rid of the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Plus 7 is 12. And 1 plus 7 is 8. Once again, we see no decimals after the 97. But we do see 3 here, so we need to move this over 3. So 1, 2, 3. All right, once again, we need to round to the nearest penny. So we got $8.24 and some extra. So looking at the penny 4, the number next to it is 5, so we're going to need to round up. So she'll be paying $8.25 in taxes. So to find her total, we'll take her subtotal of $97 and add it to her taxes of $8.25. So 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 2 is 2. Bring down the decimal. 7 plus 8 is 15. And of course, 1 plus 9 is 10. So it looks like she'll be paying $105.25. Boom. There is our answer. All right, guys, last question. Mary's Boutique is having a sale. Pants are 30% off their regular price of $22.50. Shirts are 25% off of their regular price of $16.25. And hats are 50% off of their regular price of $9.35. Determine the sales tax for the purchase of 2 pairs of pants, 3 shirts, and 1 hat from the sale at Mary's Boutique if the sales tax rate is 7.5%. Round your answers to the nearest cent. Okay, guys. This problem's going to take some time because I'm going to need to find the price of pants at 30% off, then shirts at 25% off, then hats at 15% off, and find the subtotal of 2 pants, 3 shirts, and 1 hat, and then take that and multiply it to the tax rate of 7.5%. And what are they asking? Determine the sales tax. Okay, we're just finding the sales tax, not the total. But it's going to take some time, so bear with me. All right. First, let's find out how much the pants are. So if they are 30% off, that means we're going to be paying 70% of the original price. The reason why I say that, it's easier to multiply by that rather than finding what 30% of $23.50 is and then subtracting that amount out. So I'd rather take 100% of $23.50 or take 100% minus 30%. So 70%. That's how much we're going to be paying for the pants at this time. 70% of it. So let's take our $23.50 times 70%, or 0.7. So 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 3 is 4. 7 times 2 is 14 plus 2 is 16. So we see 2 decimals plus 1, so we're going to move this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So it looks like the pants are $16.45 a piece. Okay. Well, next, we got shirts at 25% off. So 100% minus 25% is 75%. So we're paying 75% of $16.25. So $16.25 times 75%, or 0.75. And we get, well, 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2 is 12. 5 times 6 is 30 plus 1 is 31. And 5 times 1 is 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay, moving on to our next number. So we need a placeholder. Got 7 times 5 is 35. Carry over that 3. All right, for my atrocious writing. 7 times 2 is 14 plus that 3 is 17. 7, carry over the 1. 7 times 6 is 42 plus that 1 is 43. And lastly, 7 times 1 is 7 plus that 4 is 11. So add this up. So 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. Bring down the 1. We got 2 decimals and 2 more here, so a total of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, round to the nearest penny. So our penny is at 8. Looking over to there, we see a 7, so we need to round up. So it looks like our shirts are $12.19 a piece now. Okay, lastly, hats are 15% off, so of $9.75. So 100% minus 15% is 85%. So we're gonna still pay 85% of $9.75. So $9.75 times 0.85 or 85%. Okay. So 5 times 5 is 25. Get the 2 over. 5 times 7 is 35 plus that 2 is 37. 5 times 9 is 45 plus 3 is 48. Okay, moving on to the next number, so we need a placeholder. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 7 is 56 plus that 4 is 60. And 8 times 9 is 72 plus 6 is 78. So when we add those numbers up, we get 5 plus 0 is 5, 7 plus 0 is 7, 8 plus 0 is 8, 4 plus 8 is 12, and 1 plus 7 is 8. Once again, 2 decimals, 2 decimals. So 2 plus 2 is 4, so we need to move this over 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, round to the nearest penny, so the 8s are a penny. Look at the number to the right, we see a 7, so we need to round up. So hats are $8.29 a piece. All right, bear with me real quick. I'm gonna write this down over here, give myself some more room. Alrighty. And then more real quick, sales tax. All right, I wrote these numbers down real quick, but let me see. We're going to buy 2 pairs of pants. We're going to buy 3 shirts and 1 hat. Okay, our sales tax rate is 7.5%. All right, guys, I'm just doing this to give myself some more room. Alrighty. Alrighty. So once again, we found our discounts, but we still need to find our subtotals. So we'll take $16.45 times 2 for 2 pairs of pants. 5 times 2 is 10. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 2 times 6 is 12. And 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Once again, 2 decimals, so 1, 2. So for pants, we'll be paying $32.90. Next one is shirts. So we got $12.19 times 3 for 3 shirts. 9 times 3, or 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. 3 times 2 is 6. And 3 times 1 is 3. Once again, just 2 decimal places, so 1, 2. So 3 times our shirts, we will be paying $36.57. And lastly, it looks like we're just getting 1 hat at $8.29, so no need to multiply because $8.29 times 1 is just $8.29. So let's go and do $8.29. 1 times hat. So adding those numbers up, we get 0 plus 7 is 7, 7 plus 9 is 16. 1 plus 9 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 plus 2 is 17. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 6 is 9, and 9 plus 8 is 17. 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 plus 3 is 7. So our goods are going to cost us $77.76. Once again, the question just asks how much you'll be paying in sales tax. So now we need to take our subtotal, 77.76, and multiply it to 0.075, aka 7.5%. It's the final step to finding our sales tax. All right, so 5 times 6 is 30. Carry over the 3. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 3 is 38. Carry over another 3. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 3 is 38. And once again, same thing. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 3 is 38. So 38. All right, moving on to the next number. So placeholder of 0. 7 times 6 is 42. So 2, carry over the 4. 7 times 7 is 49, plus 4 is 53. 7 times 7 is 49, plus 5 is 54. And 7 times 7 is 49, plus 5 is 54. Adding all that up together, 0 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. And of course, bring down the 5. Lastly, we see two numbers as a decimal and 3 numbers as a decimal, so a total of 5. So let's move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get round to the nearest penny. 8, 3, so pennies at 3. Look at the number to the right, we see a 2, so we're going to round down. So she'll be paying $5.83 in sales tax. So there is our answer. All right, guys, this was fun. Took a little while, but that is all the problems that we have, and I hope these were good enough examples. I hope you understand. If you need any help, you know how to reach me. Talk to y'all later. Bye.